Hi, this is Earth Angel Ascension 222. This is going to be an offshoot on yesterday's video about Satan's energetic prison planet or energetic prison matrix. This video is going to be called synchronized harassment. Basically, if you're being targeted, what they try to do is kind of put you in situations where it's like orchestrated. Like say for example, if you're driving, all of the cars will be going the same speed, and it's like they will synchronize in a way that, like, as if you're on the corner, you won't be able to pull out because they will. Say for example, if there's like a little gap, one will immediately like speed up, so there is no gap, or what they'll do is slow down so it catches the guy up behind them, and that way you cannot pull out. And if you're on the highway, besides like random cutoffs, you'll see tractor trailers as soon as like you enter the highway, like from like an off ramp, like a tractor trailer will be timed to be right next to you so you cannot like basically get on or move over. It happens to me like almost every minute. Like every single time I ride my car, it's like they time like my entry onto the highway, from like a ramp, with a tractor trailer. Today they had like multiple of them, like I'd say six of them in a row. So there was no way possibly for me to get on the highway. And when I finally did, one tractor trailer moved over, and they're supposed to be in the far right lane. That's New York State law. So that way, especially today, it was a rainy day. So this thing moved over and was doing like 100 miles per hour. Meanwhile, all of a sudden, a truck gets behind me and is tailgating me. So it put me in like a no-win situation. So I had to go 100 plus to pass this tractor trailer, because if I did not, number one, I was being tailgated from behind in the far left lane. And number two, the rain drift from his tires was causing my car to like lose traction. So I had to pass him. It was like the most craziest situations. Now, meanwhile, in the far right lane, there was like 10 of them in a row. So there was no way to go over there. When I finally did get ahead enough and got ahead of them, all of a sudden the guy like in front of me moves over in the middle lane. So I'm starting to cruise along. I'm like, oh my God, I have a minute apiece. And then 1 second after he moved into the middle lane, he cut me off immediately. And for no reason. He had just moved to the middle lane. I'm like, oh my God, I have a path. And immediately I had to like slam on my brakes. These are some things you're going to deal with if you're targeted. Basically, it's to stress you out. It's another way to lower your vibration. I just got done working out. I'm going to be doing like a deadlift competition in like close to Christmas, like a few days before Christmas. It's basically it's like an over 45 competition, and it's 600 for reps without any equipment. So it's so you'll have weight classes. So you're not allowed to wear belts or straps or anything like that. The only thing you can use is chalk. No lifting suit. So I was just doing my like deadlift workout, and I had a great workout. I actually was at 585, which is 645s on each side. I did 7 raw with no belt, no equipment, not even chalk today, because I had chalk in the gym, but I had used it all and I forgot to bring another thing with me. So my goal for the competition is 600 for 10 raw, just no straps, no chalk, or rather no belt, because you can use chalk. But anyways, I forgot my chalk, but I had a great workout. And as soon as I got on the highway, this craziness started. It was like they were all like, I've never seen such synchronization. Meanwhile, I know it's mapped out because the whole time I'm driving, there's like a low airplane like above my car. So it's definitely orchestrated. Somebody said, how is this possible? I said, because they have this technology. It's like synthetic telepathy, where they can send these frequencies to these people driving the car below, especially if they have these planes above, where they can kind of mind control them temporarily. So they can orchestrate this from afar or above, How they actually do it, I'm not going to get into technical terms of how they do it because I really don't know. But this happens on a daily basis. But I will say this: when your vibration is like super high, this becomes a lot worse because they want to lower your frequency. They want to aggravate you. They want to get you angry. They want to get you out of that, like, that high frequency state because, like I said, when you're walking around with that high frequency, sorry, I'm getting like tongue tied, you consciously change things here and they don't want you to feel like that because it's a threat. Again, everybody that's riding around in that high frequency changes things because everything is energy. So you're putting out that energetic frequency and their dynamic is shifting from negative to positive and they can't feed off of that. So you're taking over their territory. In the Christian terms, they say you're invading their space, like these demons, like the Holy Spirit is more powerful and invades their space. But anyways, these are some of the things. I'd like to give techniques to protect yourself from this, but there's not a lot. Prayer, obviously. This is something else I want to say that's very powerful to protect you from. Take calculated risks. Like when I had this happen, I just started praying and I just said, Father, do it for me, And I said, I'm going to take some chances here, but I know you will get me through. And I've done this for years and it's like a horrible way to live. But as a targeted person, if you're in alignment, when you take calculated risks, you will win because your alignment is greater than these demons coming against you. But anyways, this is a quick video. If you are, targeted, how they do some of this stuff is they map your brain too. So they know everywhere you're going to go and they know everything about you ahead of time, which is like a violation of all your constitutional rights. But this is how they synchronize all this stuff together too. Because if you know where somebody's going to be, you can time these events like this, which is like wild, it's total harassment, But anyways, I had a great workout. I'm going to end on a positive note. Like I said, my goal for this competition, and I think it's December 23rd, and 600 raw for reps, is 600 for 10. I did have a triple, this is the will we have as targeted individuals. I had a triple hernia surgery, not this past summer. I want to say last summer, and I definitely have another hernia, but it's not going to stop me. I'm definitely going to compete in this. And did the hernia hurt while I was training deadlifts today? Not at all. And I did not use belt. This one is a minor one. The other ones I had were like serious hernias. But this is also why we're targeted, because we're not average. We're not, we don't have the same like limits that other people do. And they see that as a threat because we're ourselves. We're not like hooked into this cord that everybody else is doing the same thing. We're free thinkers and we're free and we're powerful. And we do, we don't live in fear. We just say, you know what? Nothing is going to stop me from doing what I want to do. And I have news for these handlers. Until my last breath on this earth, I am going to shine bright. And if you have an issue with it and you take me out, that's more than okay because I can't wait to go home anyway. But until that second, until that last gasp of air, you're going to see me squatting big, deadlifting. I don't care if I'm 80 years old. I don't care. I just don't care. There's no limits. I have no limits in this life. And if somebody tries to limit me in this life, I walk away immediately because somebody else's insecurities are not my insecurities. I have no fear. God bless you. Until next time, the way to defeat this program, have no fear, prayer, and take calculated risks. Until next time, I love you. God bless you. If anybody needs to talk, I'd gladly help you. Until next time, take care. God bless.